Hello, with Borderlands 4 just around the corner, just a couple days away. We are at the point where you need to be deciding what Vault Hunter are you going to run. Are you going to run Vex the Siren, Rafa the Exo Soldier, Amon the Forge Knight, or Harlow the Gravatar? Let me know in the comments below which character you guys are going to be choosing, what build you guys are going to be going. There's a lot of customization in this game within all the skill trees. You have your skill tree, you have your class, you have your subclass, you have your sub tree class splits. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of different opportunities with all the different guns as well, and the interchangeable parts of all the different companies. Now, for me, I'm gonna choose Amon, the Forge Knight. And when we look at Amon, we have multiple different options here. You can go through the basics. You can kind of get an idea of what your class is really gonna be. Amon gains 4 skill depending on his equipped action skill. Molten Slam, Firewall, Double Edge. You can kind of go through the Onslaughters, the Calamity skill tree, the Vengeance skill tree, and the Cybernetic skill tree. This one is probably gonna be the biggest one. It's gonna be the Crucible because you're gonna get 2 axes that you're able to throw. But I'm really leaning in towards like the Onslaughter, so I can get a Forge Fist, allowing me to get like a super strong like punch and things like that. So if we go through like the Calamity tree, see like you have your tree here, you have each class section, and then you go into your tree and you have 3 splits of a sub. So you can kind of look at all these different things, and just kind of decide what you're really gonna want to go through. You can get into like all sorts of different things here through different passes that are going to be buffing your overshield, your melee damage, more gun damage, fire damage, give a lot more effect status durations, things like that. That's all this build is about, is just melee damage. And from somebody in Borderlands 1 that played Brick quite a lot, this is hitting home in the new age of Borderlands. Just going in, fists out, just go in, punch everything, and blow things up. Now, one thing I would like to look at is going to be the cybernetics tree, just to kind of see what we have going on. This is going to be increased reload speed, some more crit damages. Something's going to be in here for the axis here. So like right here, primed enemies take increased gun damage for each stack of prime, and then if Amon detonates a primed enemy, a new forge axe is spawned that seeks out a nearby enemy. So that could be really cool. So you're going to be able to prime enemies, and then if you hit them with your axe, you're going to spawn another axe, and just so on. So if you can really scale your axe damage, you could actually do a ton of damage. And then here with Axe and Stone, you gain increased movement speed for a duration after damaging an enemy with a Forge Axe, and can detonate primed enemies with a melee attack. So maybe this would be the better way to go with more melee and have a lot more options inside, like throwing the axes and things. You gain increased shock damage here, but I'm really leaning towards that option of just having that molten fist of fury thought going in. Now let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that we're going to be able to kind of spec into both things? Like if we go into the cybernetics, are we going to be able to go into the calamity and things like that as well, and into the vengeance? Or is it you choose one and you only get this one? I feel like a lot of the builds are going to be focused solely on staying inside your tree, but there's going to be a lot of customization. So I think you could potentially, depending on how it's gonna fit, if you could go Calamity Cybernetics and use like the Cybernetics for like your axes, and you get multiple different fisticuff damages here, like melee critical chance. Are your axes considered melee? That's gonna be something that we're gonna have to figure out when the game launches. Let me know, guys. What do you guys think? What are you guys gonna be running? What character? What skill tree you guys are running down? What are you guys' thoughts on the new Borderlands 4 coming out? As well as we are gonna be streaming it at 11 Central on Thursday when it drops. So make sure you guys check out my YouTube, Twitch, Kick. I will be live. Hope you guys have a good one.